This is Life with Trey and Jay.
I'm Trey.
And I'm Jay. And our next episode is called What About Your Friends?
AKA the fork in the road.
So our thing is that, when you have a relationship with Christ, there's going to be a decision that you have to make. And some of your friends may stay and some of them may not.
That's really what it is. Left, right. Which lane you taking? It's up to you. So, that's really what we're going to be talking about. So stay tuned.
Yes.
Wow. Thank God for it.
Hi, guys.
Hello, friends.
Welcome to Life with Trey and Jay. I'm Trey.
And I'm Jay.
And this is my dog, Belmont.
So today we're going to talk about friends. So the song that comes up in my mind is, what about your friends? Oh, you don't want to hear me sing, but you want to sing?
Will they let you? I don't know.
Oh my God.
Words,
so it's a TLC song called What About Your Friends back, I think it's like 92 or something like that. I don't know. A lot of you all probably weren't even born yet.
With the condoms as the,
yes. Yeah. So what about your friends? So the reason why we want to discuss this topic is because we know that with Christ, everything changes and friendships may change. And so we're going to talk about our perspective and how things changed.
Ooh, all right. So
Trey want to go first.
Yes.
The was Trey wants to go first.
Because when it's on your mind and it's like right there, it's like on you. So anyway.
It's right here.
It's like right here. All right. So one thing, that was the first thing that I asked when I went and was like, all right, God, you really want me to be in relationship with you? So what about my friends? What about my life? Like, this is the life that I created.
How is this going to change everything?
Yeah. And then that was like major for me because, your friends, your group, your like space, that you create that. Like, it's like, that's what family is. Like the friends that you create to be family. So I have this group. What's the problem? And then, that changed drastically. It changed drastically because there were so many different things that I no longer felt comfortable doing. So I didn't feel comfortable being in the club, drinking, being drunk, flirty, all of that, like boobs out, butts out,
everything serving,
thighs for the people in the street, like I didn't feel comfortable doing that anymore. So those friends, those group of people, I obviously couldn't really bang with like that anymore.
So the question I have here, I know I'm not trying to interview you, but did you automatically cut them off, or was it because some of them just had a different lifestyle than you and it wasn't working out? It wasn't like as soon as you become a Christian, you're like, no. It's more like, well, what's best fitting for my life, my new lifestyle?
So the joke.
Right? Yes.
Remember when I told you the story? All right. So I had told you now, right? I don't remember which camera I'm supposed to be looking at, but I'm going to tell y'all the story. But I remember I told you that I was going to a party.
Yes.
And then
and you were like, should I go?
I was like, should I go? Am I supposed to go? And Janelle was like, you're going to really have to figure that out on your own. And I was like,
that's not exactly what I said. It was something along those lines, but I wanted you to realize, like, you're going to be like,
right.
Not the way you were, but I told you you're going to be uncomfortable. Because the way, so if you just like dancing, whatever, or whatever, whatever I do, that's fine, the BOGO. But if you're going to like, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Dub fest?
That's a little different. So with that being said, it depends. Yeah. Like, and the dub fest.
Nah, the dub fest.
Booty on crotch.
Wait. Dub fest
I don't know. So tell us what happened.
So, all right. I was like, all right, I'm driving to the party. And I'm like, all right, God. I'm going to the party. Like, can I go? And then he's like, I didn't hear anything. So I'm like, okay, dang. All right, I'm parking. All right, nothing. I'm about to get inside. I didn't hear anything. I walked in, everybody was like, Trey, and I'm like, yo, like I'm mad excited to be here. And I was there for 10 minutes.
Because
Because it was just sex. Oh, everybody was just dancing, like
grinding.
This man came up to me, was like dancing, and all I saw was penis. I mean, all right. All I saw was penis, and I was like, dang, nah, I can't do this.
That's the reality.
He's like, you know, he wants to dance. I was like, all right, I'm not going to go to the bar. I'm not even going to get water. I'm not even going to get any alcohol, nothing. It's the music, your waistline want to move too, and then everybody else is like looking like sex. So I was like, nah, I gotta go. And everybody's like, why you like so stush, Trey? Because I was a party girl. Like this was my scene. Everybody's trying to figure out what is the problem, what's happening, and I'm just like, yo, like, I gotta go. So I left.
There's that, and also if you're celibate, that's might not be the best place.
This was maybe like, hold up, let's rewind selector on that one. It was like maybe 5 months, 6 months of me being celibate. So every guys, y'all gonna have to excuse me, but everywhere I turned, I just saw. That's all I saw. Can we be honest? My bad. This is Life with Trey and Jay. So this is Trey.
It was on the brain.
Right. It was like on the brain. So even if I wasn't doing it, it was like everywhere I turned. So that's all I'm looking at.
So your friendships really like affect that, right? Because your
totally
friends wanted you to go, but
yeah, it totally changed because of the fact that I didn't feel comfortable at all. I couldn't feel like I can laugh, I can chill. I felt unsafe. I felt like, yo, I'm gonna go home and this is gonna rile too much up in me for me to go to a party, for me to even like go out with you. You're gonna sit here and gossip.
That's another thing.
That's another thing.
It's
you
definitely
be like,
not all about parties.
Girl, let me tell you about what her name.
Let me give you the tea.
Let me give you the tea. And you be like, dang, I ain't trying to have this conversation. But all you doing is gossiping. Like, I don't feel comfortable with that.
So it depends on which friends and where they are in life. Right.
Yeah.
So for me, the one story that comes to mind is, and it's a little different because my best friend for years, since we were about 10 or 11 years old, we met, and she's still my best friend. But
shout out to the best friend.
But the one thing that comes to mind is because I got saved at an early age. I got saved at 9, and then I got serious about God maybe around like my teenage years. And I remember going to a retreat, being all zealous and like excited. I came back and I told my best friend, and we were in the library of my school. And I went to Edward R. Murrow High School, if anybody knows about Brooklyn. And it's this big library. I'm sitting down, I open up the Bible, and I forgot exactly what scripture it was. It probably wasn't the best scripture, but it said something about fools. Like if you don't have a relationship with, I don't remember exactly what it was. Obviously it's almost 20 years ago, but it was something about a fool. And so she was like, "You trying to call me a fool?" And everybody started laughing in the library, and I just won't forget. I just won't forget that. She and I are still friends. But I thought that was interesting. So with her and I, she knows that I'm a believer. She knows that I'm a Christian. And, you know, yes, I decided not to have sex and be celibate. So, like, it's cool. Like, for her and I, she respects it. Mm-hmm. And my other friends who just couldn't handle it, like, eventually we kind of fell off from each other. Mm-hmm. But I never did the big chop, I guess. Mm-hmm. But, like, I never did, like, that whole, like, oh, stop. But people just stopped asking me to go to parties because I was like, nah, I can't go. Not that I can't, no, I don't want to go. Mm-hmm. Or like, I don't know, what are the other things? Like after a while, like I wasn't a big drinker, but I was a big partier. Like you, like I was definitely in the parties, but I never really like drank like that. So the little bit that I did drink, I kind of stopped for a while, and people were like, you don't drink? Or if I do drink, you drink? And it's like, I can't please anybody. So like, you know what I'm saying? So as I kept on going through life, there was just certain people that I didn't click with anymore. And it was fine. Like, I'm growing up, you're growing up. It's just the way it is. So what about your friends, y'all? You can have friends that as long as they respect your relationship with God and you actually stick to your ground and you don't waver, I think they will respect you, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it can be difficult sometimes because you're just like, if I still want to hang out with you, if I still want to like rock out with you, mm-hmm. I can do that solo. Like we can just do that one-on-one,
but it don't have to be.
I don't have to.
It
be
definitely don't be at the strip club because I've been invited to a strip club many times. It don't have to. You know, it doesn't have to be.
about that life.
I never. I was invited. Okay. I went to no, I actually, but I did go to Webster Hall and they were strippers there. But anyway, we gotta go. But definitely think about like how does your relationship with God affect your friendships? And it's really like you have to choose. You gotta choose, and that's where it gets hard. That's where it gets hard. But trust and believe is always worth it. So yeah. What about your friends? Peace out, y'all.
Bye, guys.
It's been good. This is Life with Trey and Dre.
Belmont said bye.
And our next episode is called
It's alright.
what is it called? Life
What
about your friends?
Yeah.
And I think the thing was like zzz in my ear.
Okay.
I'm gonna ignore it even if it comes straight in my face.
We're gonna have a take that Janelle's gonna be like, oh, hey, my bad, guys.
All you're gonna see is me looking like this.